You're watching News Channel 6. You know, most towns throughout Texas are defined by their high school sports, and it's usually football that takes center stage. But tonight, we're looking at one Texoma town that's known for another sport.
That's right. It's a story you'll see only on 6 News Channel 6 Sports. Barry Wong explains what volleyball means for the city of Windthorst.
The Windthorst volleyball program boasts an impressive resume. The Trojanettes have won 13 state championships, including a record-breaking 6 in a row in the late 90s and early 2000s. I wanted to know, what's the key to the Trojanette success? While searching for that answer, I learned all about a town with family, history, and tradition.
We are a community sure involved with sports, which I think makes your community.
Windthorst is all about volleyball.
And the whole town rallies around them.
Everybody has ownership.
Volleyball's just a tradition in Windthorst.
It's a family tradition.
Our life has almost revolved around volleyball.
It gives us something to be proud of.
You can't be behind the block. You want to shift to about right here.
It's just another day at Windthorst volleyball practice, where day by day the team prepares for the next opponent.
Nice. It never stops. It's always going. We worked so hard to get where we are now.
And where are they now? They're a perennial playoff contender, and many credit one person for starting it all.
Diane Conrady is the backbone of this community's volleyball program.
It was stability and structured.
She was the foundation of my volleyball experience.
Every year I would go to the state tournament, and every year I would just think, oh my goodness, I want my kids to be able to play down there on that great stage. Just from watching the higher level teams play, to just not ever think that my kids at a 1A school couldn't do what the other kids could do.
And they did it. From 1992 to 2001, Windthorst won 7 state titles.
Leslie, scoot up in front of the 10-foot line.
And that put into motion a tradition that's gone from generation to generation.
In 2001, my daughters Terry and Candace went to state and actually got to play together, and it was so special to me. And at the time, Leslie was just 7. We said, so 10 years from now, when we're all down there, are you going to be down there? And she, at 7, she said, yes, we are. We're going to be there, you know. So here it is, 2011, and it would just be great if we could get down there again, and it would be so special to have all 3 of them together.
Becky Schrader has spent more time in a volleyball gym than most. All 3 of her daughters have worn the Trojanette uniform, with Leslie, the youngest, currently in her senior season.
In 2008, Leslie was just a freshman, and in the state final game of the state playoffs, she got put in.
I was like, wow, this game's going really good. This is great. And then they put me in, and I was just,
And she was shaking so bad.
I remember being very scared.
The other seniors at the time were just trying to calm her down. I
settled down, I calmed down.
And she got the very last kill of the state championship.
And I just played, and it worked out.
And it was so exciting. I was just crying.
Leslie's name is one of hundreds etched in stone here at the championship plaques at Windthorst. Row by row, line by line, they're all here, filled with memories and expectations.
When you see the plaques, it makes you want your name on there. You want to be a part of the team. You want people to look back and say, well, she was on that team, and they made it that far, and you don't want to be the team that doesn't make it.
Now we've got some players that their moms were on state championships teams. We've got players that their sisters or their aunts or their cousins were on state championship teams, and they hear those stories.
Growing up around it really makes you want to succeed in it, and seeing everybody else succeed, and you finally get up to the high school level and you want to do your part.
And in Windthorst, there's volleyball everywhere, at every level, from high school to middle school, and even younger.
These little girls come into the elementary, they want to be a Trojanette. It's just, everybody values that.
It's kind of like a tradition to play volleyball, and everybody does it. I started because my sister played volleyball, and I really like the sport.
We're actively involved with the junior high program through all phases. And we also do a lot of the elementary PE. So it helps that you're involved with the children from when they're small to when they graduate.
But that next generation will have its turn. For now, the 9 Windthorst seniors take it all in as their final season comes to a close.
I've made more memories in volleyball than I have in any other thing. It's just great to be around people you love all the time and having fun doing what you love.
Now, unfortunately, the dream of another state championship did come to a close Friday. The Trojanettes fell in the regional semifinals. But with the new year comes new expectations, and 2012 should be no different. Barry Wong, Newschannel 6 Sports.
Thank you, Barry. The sports season is far from over for the Windthorst Trojanettes. Many of the volleyball players will be staying in the same gym, switching uniforms for the girls' basketball season.